What's going on, guys? GRIEZMANN here and welcome to a brand new video, and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is Sunday the 3rd of June. And as I say every single episode, we've got a lot to go through today, including confirmed transfers and the potential rumours. So just before we get started, as always, if you enjoyed the video and enjoy transfers, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And then finally, in the comment section below, who do you think are the favourites to win the World Cup this summer? It's the favourites, by the way, not who you necessarily want to win. Let me know your answers down below. But now let's jump onto the confirmed deals, and so far today there's only 3 to go through. And the very first one is a Turkish player called Kolac going to a team in the Saudi Pro League called Al Wahda from Deportivo La Coruña in Spain for €1 million. The second player is not on FIFA 18 but was on FIFA 17 and I believe before that as well, and the striker is called Rivero, and yesterday he joined Atlas in the Mexican League from Colo Colo for €3 million. And the final confirmed one today is going to a Chilean striker called Castillo going to Benfica from UNAM for €6 million. On FIFA 17 he had 2 informed cards and also Team of Season, and on FIFA 18 he has 2 informs as well. Right, that is it for confirmed deals today. Let's now move on to the potential rumours. And the very first player, it could be a confirmed deal very soon. The Stoke City and Egyptian international Ramadan Sobhi is undergoing a medical at Huddersfield Town. And all the articles I've seen so far don't mention a fee, but I'm assuming, as I mentioned before, like Shaqiri and whatnot, because he got relegated with Stoke, there'll be a relegation clause there. And apparently it has been confirmed by the Egyptian FA they'll be having a medical of Huddersfield, so again, it could be confirmed till tomorrow, or it might have been confirmed already. And now we move on to the second player. It's going to be Mario Balotelli, and this was according to his agent Mino Raiola. He's indicated that Balotelli would be willing to join Napoli next season on a free transfer from Nice. And just a couple of days ago, he's linked to a move to Arsenal, and I imagine quite a lot of teams are interested in him because, yeah, he can be a bit of trouble and like a bit of a liability, but overall, last couple of seasons, he has scored quite a few goals. And if you can get a goal scorer as well now as an Italian international yet again on a free transfer, is it worth taking the risk? For some clubs, yes. As I mentioned a second ago, he can be a bit of a controversial player and get a bit of trouble, so for that reason, that may also put teams off. And another player linked to Napoli today is going to be Areola. This was according to Canal Plus. They are saying the new Napoli manager Carlo Ancelotti has already contacted the France international and PSG goalkeeper Areola, and during that phone call he offered him a 4-year contract with their Serie A side. On top of this, Ancelotti offered the player a salary worth €4 million a year, which is the current figure that he's asking for or demanding with PSG. He does like the option and the appeal of going to Napoli, but he is still quite hesitant about it because at PSG currently, I believe he's the #1 goalkeeper, and if he stays there, he wants to remain at PSG. But if Buffon comes in, for example, and he drops to the backup goalkeeper, then he'll want to move. Last week he was linked to move to Newcastle, yesterday it was Roma to potentially replace Alisson, and now Napoli, so overall has got a lot of good options there. Another goalkeeper potentially on the move today is going to be Jack Butland. This one's according to various different outlets. Chelsea are ready to reignite their interest in the Stoke City goalkeeper Jack Butland. That's amid interest from Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid for Courtois. And Butland is also wanted by newly promoted Wolves and West Ham. Now, to somewhat contradict what I said about Sobhi just a second ago, some players that get relegated to their club, again, have got release clauses, but others, they might not have that option. And according to some other reports today, or over the last couple of weeks, Butland, he might even have one. And moving on to the second page, and the very first one is according to Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy, saying Juve's Mehdi Benatia is set to leave a club after the World Cup this summer. There are a lot of clubs currently linked to him, including Marseille, Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund. Juve will look to Atletico's Jimenez or Stefan Savic as a potential replacement, and also on their potential shortlist is AC Milan's Romagnoli. And completely aside from the transfer rumour for a second, if you still play FIFA Ultimate Team, if you have enough coins and haven't tried Benatia's Team of the Season yet, I'd 100% recommend it. And next up, according to Ojogo in Portugal, Arsenal are considering a move for the Sporting winger Gelson Martins, who has a £52.7 million release clause with the club. And it's not the first time, by the way, he's been linked to a move to the Premier League, because this time last year with Liverpool, it was heavily rumoured to come to Anfield, but instead, the other option was Mohamed Salah. And luckily enough, our choice paid off there with Salah again. Obviously, he get the Player of the Year and whatnot his first year. But in regards to Martins, apparently he's a very good player, very talented, and does like running at defenders. And something I mentioned yesterday about Sporting was that the goalkeeper Rui Patricio, he's written a letter to the club to terminate his contract. But a few reports are now coming out that it's not just him doing that. Rumours are saying William Carvalho could be doing the same. Carvalho is linked to a move to Everton, so I imagine it could come off now, given the whole circumstances. But I suppose at the moment, I haven't really read enough about it just yet, but when I do, also mention it in a future video. And next up, according to France Football, Premier League duo Tottenham and Chelsea, alongside Leipzig, have indicated a desire to sign 20-year-old Red Bull Salzburg midfielder Amadou Haidara. Spurs are understood to have a more concrete approach than Chelsea, but Haidara is most likely to move to Leipzig this summer, unless Red Bull decide they can get a much better fee from Tottenham or Chelsea or another top European club. And during Salzburg's run in the Europa League this season, I think it was this guy in fact where they got to the semi-finals, apparently he was fantastic. And the final player on this page in the final rumour is according to Corriere dello Sport. Wolves forward Diogo Jota has reportedly emerged as a potential transfer target for Lazio. And a Lazio player linked to a move away is Felipe Anderson, currently linked to Chelsea and also West Ham, so maybe this could be part of that, I'm not too sure. And last season he was only on loan to Wolves from Atletico Madrid, but it seems now on July the 1st it goes through on a permanent basis for €13 million. And given how Wolves have got promoted now, I imagine they want to keep most of the players that got them there in the first place. And moving on to the next page, we've got a player that has been massively linked to Wolves, being Andre Silva. So according to Corriere dello Sport, Wolves look set to miss out on Andre Silva, with the Milan striker poised to see a €32 million switch to AS Monaco. And now a player that could be going from Monaco to Milan, so the opposite direction, is going to be Falcao. This one's according to Gazzetta dello Sport, and they said AC Milan have identified Radamel Falcao as one of their transfer targets this summer, but his €10 million a year salary is an obstacle. Other players on their shortlist are Immobile, Morata and Timo Werner. There's a lot of speculation suggesting Milan could be in a bit of trouble this summer with financial fair play, but at the moment, we're not too sure how much trouble. And next up, according to Paris United, they said PSG Sporting Director Antonio Henrique is pushing for the signing of the Belgian international midfielder Marouane Fellaini. And the main reason for it is because he will be a free agent. Worried about the club's financial fair play situation, the Portuguese director wants to make a move for the current Manchester United man, but new manager Thomas Tuchel is currently not interested in signing him. And this could be a very interesting summer for PSG because of course last summer they broke the record and brought in Neymar, they brought Mbappe in, who technically right now is only on loan but will go through permanently very soon, and they also bought a few players on top of that, whereas this summer they might be restricted to very cheap players or potentially even free deals. And the next players according to France Football being Fred, and they said Ukrainian giant Shakhtar Donetsk are demanding €70 million for the Brazilian midfielder, with Manchester United, Manchester City and PSG all interested in capturing his signature this summer. Both Manchester clubs have already offered €60 million including bonuses, according to the report. And PSG's situation right now is that they don't really know how much they're going to be fined, what's going to happen, or how much they owe. And the article does say that potentially if financial fair play does go fully against them this summer, their transfer budget might only be €40 million. But Fred is still very much favoured to go to Manchester United, and Magic could be announced quite soon. Next up, we go on to the next page. The very first one is going to be the Brazilian Malcolm. So according to Sud-Oost today, they say that Malcolm's agent has recently flown into England for meetings with both Chelsea and Liverpool over a possible summer move. However, both meetings did result in no concrete activity from either Premier League side. Inter Milan are currently in informal discussions with the player's entourage, and Bordeaux wants a total package worth around €50 million for the player. Back in the January transfer window, he was heavily into Arsenal and also Tottenham, but nothing went through. But so far this summer, apparently, he's been given the go-ahead he can move. And now we move on to Jorginho. The very first bit is a quote from the Napoli president. He said that he has rejected an offer from Man City for the midfielder, and the quote itself does say, "I've just refused a last bid for Jorginho from Man City. They've offered €50 million. BBC Sport said before it'd be £100 million total for Mahrez and Jorginho, whereas now it could be a bit more than that. And now moving on to an update regarding Fekir linked to Bayern Munich. So the keeper in France are saying Lyon captain Nabil Fekir has emerged as a Bayern Munich transfer target. However, Fekir's agent has denied that by saying there's been no contact with Bayern Munich. And despite the constant rumours of Fekir to Liverpool for the last 2 or 3 weeks, his agent's not denied that. And the next part is actually very similar to last year, with Instagram it playing quite a big role in transfer rumours. According to one of Fekir's friends, by the way, who right now, we don't know if he's actually a friend or not, but he is still followed by Fekir on Instagram, he posted a picture of Fekir on a Liverpool shirt yesterday, saying after the World Cup, it'll be done. Now obviously I wouldn't look into that too much because it could mean absolutely nothing, but the fact he's followed by Fekir, it could show something potentially. I finished doing the commentary about an hour or so ago, but now we've got more updates regarding Fekir and now a potential move to Liverpool. So according to a guy who works for Canal Plus called Romain at CG75, he's a verified journalist and stuff, he said Nabil Fekir and his agent are due on Merseyside today. They're there to finish talks, and if it goes smoothly, he'll have his medical. So that is the latest update on Fekir. Let's get into the rest of the video. And next I've got a very short one according to Gazzetta dello Sport. Lazio have turned down an offer of €80 million from Juventus for Milinkovic Savic, and that's because they want €130 million instead for the PSG and Manchester United target. I've said it so many times before, but on FIFA 19, Milinkovic Savic, he's going to be used so much, especially if he does go to PSG, United or Juve. And the final two rumours today are going to be Timo Werner and Antoine Griezmann, but the very first one is according to Bild in Germany, who, by the way, I said yesterday aren't that reliable. Robert Lewandowski has rocked the Bundesliga champions by informing them of his intentions to move this summer. And despite the rumours saying Bayern won't let Lewandowski go this summer despite him wanting to leave, Bild asked them there have been meetings behind the scenes to determine who could replace him. Timo Werner is one possible option for the club, with Bayern believing a bid in the region of £90 million could land the Leipzig man. And if I was to take a guess who would replace Lewandowski at Bayern, honestly, I would say Timo Werner. And the final one today is an update regarding Antoine Griezmann and a potential move to Barca. So speaking to reporters after France's 3-1 win against Italy, he was asked about his future at club level, however things would be sorted out before the World Cup. And his simple answer did say, yes, that's what I want, it will be done. And let's be real, the World Cup is very close now, I think it's like 12 days away or something, so Griezmann, he hasn't got long to sort out a deal. A lot of reports are suggesting that Barca are still favourites to get him for €100 million, despite Atletico offering him a massive contract. But who knows, in less than 2 weeks time Griezmann's future could be sorted out, he could be going to Barca, or he could be staying. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video, so as always, if you enjoyed it and enjoyed transfers, show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome, greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button for more, and press the notifications tab next to it to receive an alert every single time I upload a video. If you missed my previous video, down below in the description box, the current schedule every day at 8 AM is a transfer video, second upload will be 9 PM. And finally, in the comment section below, who would you say are the current favourites to win the World Cup this summer? Let them down below. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.